Democratic presidential candidates Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton clashed in Cleveland tonight over trade, health care, and the war. The debate comes days before critical primaries in Texas and Ohio next week. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Robin Nance. Obama leads in the polls, but an Eastern Washington University professor says he trails if you look at his last name. KXLY4's Erik Loney spoke to the professor who's done research about names and their influence on elections. Erik?
Eastern English professor Grant Smith doesn't look at a candidate's platform, but their last name and how the sound and rhythm of that name can help them or hurt them in an election.
Voter behavior is affected, a little bit at least, by the sound of the name.
Professor Grant Smith studies names.
First names don't seem to make a difference.
And how a candidate's last name can impact the outcome of an election.
Measuring the comfort factor of a name.
Smith's created a formula that he says has a 65% success rate at predicting elections based on last names alone.
Well, the statistics say that this is highly reliable.
Smith's formula looks at 20 different variables and gives points based on sounds and rhythm.
Children's poetry. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife, couldn't keep her. He goes, da, da, strong, soft, strong, soft, strong, soft. Clinton, Reagan, Truman, Lincoln.
All presidential winners with high-scoring names. Smith would not predict who will win in November, but scored the candidates' last names.
The name Clinton has a very high score. But the candidate is branding herself by the name of Hillary. That's not as high of a score. Obama scores higher.
Clinton scored a 6.5, Obama a 4.5.
It's a little bit strange, so it's taken voters a little bit of time to get used to it. The more they get used to it, the more they like it.
And Republican John McCain's name scored a 2.0.
McCain, kind of a middling score. Not too bad, but not as good as Obama, not as good as Clinton, not as good as Huckabee, actually, in terms of the rhythm.
Now, according to his formula, the highest scoring presidential name was Reagan, the lowest Bush. Now, the formula predicted Bush would beat Dukakis, but it predicted he would not beat John Kerry. Smith says the formula is right about 65% of the time.